I had just lost my mom 4 months after my dad passed away. I was an absolute shitwreck disaster. And that's when she came.
Capítulo 17. The Shape I Take.
My mom passed away on October 2nd. And later that month I was in Berlin and I was in a grimy locker room. I suddenly smelled Oscar de la Renta fragrance. And it's the fragrance my mom has worn her entire... Actually, if you reach behind you, do you see it on that shelf? That one. That's my mom's perfume.
Can I smell it?
Yeah, please do.
Ooh, that's very specific too.
I mean, it was like released in the 1970s. Not like everyone's wearing Oscar de la Renta. In the middle of this soggy, gross men's locker room, I smelled Oscar de la Renta fragrance. And I was like, that's so fucking weird. My mind is playing tricks on me. I started to put my stuff in my locker, and my mom had a fixation with the number 56 because she was born in 1956. And I'm putting my stuff in the locker, and I close the locker, and I realize I'm in locker 56. And I could smell her, and I could feel her, and it was like she was right there. And it was the first time I was like, I'm not remembering my mom. She's here. My mom came shortly after she passed. My dad took a little bit longer. The day that I closed on buying my very first home was a really tough day because I was so proud of myself. I really wish my parents were here. They'd be so proud. The day I closed, I was in here doing a lot of my final handoff stuff. And I ordered Uber Eats because I was starving. I got a message on my phone that popped up that said, Fawaz is on the way. My dad's name in Arabic is Fawaz, and I have never met another Fawaz in my life. What the absolute fuck? And then I sat down to have the meal when it arrived, and I felt him with me. Those were the moments that I knew that they had just taken a different shape. We can rationalize anything as human beings. Even if those forces are trying to communicate with us, the greatest likelihood is we'll be like, huh, what a funny happening. That's odd. But if you really start to pay attention, there's an order to it that is too precise and too specific to be anything other than communication from the great beyond.
Is this song more about comfort, longing, gratitude, or understanding?
It's so hard to say because I feel like I still don't understand. Not fully. Disembodied as they may be, I sense and experience and interact with them. I don't know that the song is about understanding it, but maybe it's about seeking understanding and accepting them in whatever new form this is. It's not just those two moments. My dad, he always appears disembodied across multiples. Like there's a herd of deer that always visit my sister's fence, and I feel my dad every time they're there. A flock of birds. When I was in Milan, there was this beautiful migration of starlings, and I was overcome by how strongly I felt his presence then. Schools of fish. And so when I feel these powerful movements of multiple creatures, I feel my dad. My mom is less subtle. You know, that was definitely my mom. And the likelihood that I would be in that space with Bella at that time and have that moment, the odds are so extraordinary. And I just feel like it's a little hug for my mom. My mom will make lights flicker on and off.
It's interesting that you say that, and I don't know if you've noticed, but the light in the dining room has been flickering throughout this conversation. Because it's been happening for a while. Yeah. That's beautiful.
That's my mama. Sorry.
Is there a sonic moment that feels like an actual sign or visitation within the music?
I took some voicemails that I had from my parents, very mundane, but I had Mario weave them into the song. I know every time I put on the track, I can hear their voice just real fast.
The Shape I Take is, I think, definitely one of the most emotive songs on the whole record. I know for Michael, it definitely is. It means a lot, and it was a very deep song lyrically and emotionally for him to sing. It's a beautiful song. You can tell that there's a lot of pain behind it, but at the same time, there's a lot of hope ahead of it. It starts real small and ends kind of epic. You know, understandably, there was certain sections that just made Michael break down in tears, which I think is great. You know, obviously, not that he's feeling pain, but I think it's rare that artists actually feel their art that deeply. As a listener, I want to hear all the feeling in Michael's voice, so I wouldn't cover it up with too much kind of raw and emotive. Beautiful song.
How has your relationship with grief changed through feeling their presence in new forms?
I don't know that the grief has changed that much. My heart will always want to reach out and put my arms around my mom. My heart will always want to hear my dad's belly laugh. And I know that they persist in some dimension, in some world somewhere, and that gives me comfort, but it doesn't soften the ache of not being able to be with them in the way that I've been with them.
What does the shape I take mean to you?
I think I'm still figuring that out. Do we choose the shape we take when we pass? Are we assigned the shape we take? Are we punished with the shape we take? What does having this experience imply about the powers that be? I have so many questions.
If your parents could hear this song, and maybe they can, what do you hope it tells them?
I didn't have perfect parents, but I couldn't have designed or chosen better parents. And I knew that while they were here, but the pain that we all feel having lost them is such a testament to the life of love that we had together and how lucky we were to have had them for any period of time. I hope they know how much we appreciate them and celebrate them and will honor them forever. I got really lucky, and I hope they feel the gratitude.